That'll do. All right. I think everything is working. Um, I'm just gonna let anybody tell me if it's not. For some reason, Facebook chat isn't coming up on screen. I don't know how to fix it, and I can't be bothered to figure it out. So yeah, I'm doing a Global Games Jam live stream just because rather than sitting alone in silence, I thought I may as well record it, seeing as I own a webcam and a microphone. Um, I'm also getting a dog at the end of the weekend, so there will be a dog reveal at the end of the weekend, and yeah. For those of you who don't know what Global Games Jam is, it's just an event that runs every year. Usually, it's at I go to Staffs Uni to go do it. That's where the hub is, and they reveal sort of a theme. This year's theme is what home means to you. Um, and I'm also going to theme it around dogs as well, considering I'm getting a dog this weekend and try and raise some awareness for the charity that's providing me my dog as well, Paws to Rescue. You can, the link's at the bottom of the screen. Right, I'm just close some things off the screen. Yeah. All right. So yeah, my green screen is sort of melting my face, but I can't be bothered to fix that either. I've spent half a week trying to figure out all of these things. Um, so whatever technical difficulties I have, I'm just going to deal with now, and I want to just start jumping into it. So I'm making my game in Unreal Engine. All I've got at the moment is a menu and an empty level. So I just thought it'd be fun if anybody wants to get involved and tell me what they think I should be making on this. It looks like we've got Dan Webster on stream. I've got 5 people watching me. Wow. Um, so yeah, there's also a Discord link as well. If any, so I've got Discord open. If anybody wants to jump in on that, and you'll be on stream as well. Um, But yeah, other than that, I don't really know what game to make. I haven't given it much thought. So I know I wanted dogs involved. Um, but yeah, um, I don't know what sort of things I'm gonna make. So if anybody wants to put in the chat any suggestions, I'm gonna go for that. At the moment, I'm thinking some sort of maybe like a driving game. So we could be picking up dogs and taking them, but I'm just trying to think like what home means to you. I mean, I suppose for a lot of people that could be, having their pet with them. Um, I'm not too sure. Um, I'm just gonna start modeling some things, and I'm guessing I'm thinking yeah I'm gonna have it outside. So um, I'll start yeah. We're gonna need some 3D models. We're gonna need some buildings and stuff like that. Some sort of 3D assets. Dogs eating oatcakes. Yeah. um, how you doing, Adam? Um, Yeah, I'm not too sure at the moment. I'm just gonna I'll try not to blow into the mic as well and destroy everybody's ears. Um, I don't know. Let's pick a color scheme as well. Uh, right. My PC is not enjoying screen capping at the moment as well. It's probably should have thought about this. So let's go. I'm just going to randomize this a few times until I get some colors that I like. Mm, um, uh, maybe something snowy. My dog at the moment is on a van. Clicking equals blowing. I don't know what you're gonna have to elaborate, Dan. Yeah, I can't hear myself come through because if I can hear myself, then you get a feedback loop through the stream. So you're gonna have to help me with that one. Um, I don't know. I'm gonna make. I'm thinking like Crazy Taxi, picking up dogs, delivering dogs, something like that, and having a snowy outside environment or something like that, and then um, we'll think of some pickups and some things to make the actual game a bit more interesting and fun after that. Oh, hang on, they're coming up on stream now. Dogs eating oatcakes, yeah. Okay, so cool. Right. So yeah, I'm using something called Restream, which I've had to pay to for the pleasure to use to stream to Facebook as well, because just so that I've got. Oh no, my middle mouse button doesn't work. How am I gonna go on? Let me. Task manager. I need to kill something. I've got a dodgy middle mouse button, and I've got a script that stops it from multiple clicks running in the background now. Now I can't move around my scene. I'm looking for what's it called? Mouseclick.exe. Find it in here. There it is. End task. Okay. Right. Yeah, I'm just gonna make some buildings for a while, and then I'll see where I go from there. Go for 1 meter, 1 meter. That's not editing that. Go. 10 centimeters. Okay, all right. So what I'm doing here is I'm gonna make like a little modular set of like walls and windows and stuff like that, so I can just build lots of unique buildings. Doggy Dash. There we go. We've got a title for it as well. Cool. For those of you who haven't seen this, this is 3ds Max. This is what I do a lot of the time. This is what I use to 3D model. Lots of softwares that I'm sure other people prefer, but this is the one that I like. Well, it's the one that I know. But there we go. Right. So I'm thinking, yeah, if I do them in 1 meter blocks, and then yeah, I don't know whether to paint them because I'm thinking about how fast I'll be able to do this. Considering I'm doing this mostly alone. What is 3ds Max? I don't know. You're the one who taught me how to use it, Dan. So um, I'm not too sure really. I don't know what that says about you. Right. If I go try and make something, yeah, I'm gonna need one plain wall. Really, what I shouldn't be going straight into 3D modeling and stuff like that. I should be thinking about what assets I want to make and planning it out. But yeah, I haven't given this much thought anyway. This whole thing is probably going to be a bit of a car crash. Let's go for. I don't know whether I want to go for like a stylized like theme as well. So like we'll get some reference images of cartoony environments and just recreate that. Or I should just steal some assets really and just start building it in Unreal rather than spending the time modeling. Doggy Crash. I don't know. Doggy Dash alliterates. Doggy Crash sounds violent. I don't know. Bad fur day too. um, right. Let's like I've got to make something. Um, right. If I'm gonna duplicate this out. Yeah, that one's fine. And then let's just do one with a door, and then I'll do one with a window. Um, and yeah, we'll make it look good in Engine, and I'm not going to spend too much time modeling anything amazing. Right, I'm going to insert that, and yeah, that'll do. Yeah, I suppose I could paint the doors on. Just don't know how much time I want to spend unwrapping and texturing this stuff. I don't know whether I want it to be like a really simple art style. Um, that's fantastic. Thanks, Joe. Thanks. Yeah, that's really really useful. Oh, all right. I'll have to. I'll end up blocking you straight away if you keep doing this. Um, right, and may as well. Yeah, a little door handle on there, just so yeah. I'm gonna do it in yeah, I won't be painting on it. I'll just do it with block colors, so I just get the sort of shapes in there that I want, and it won't be optimized. I'm sure I'm gonna do a lot of things that make a lot of people sad, at least the people who I work with. Um, right. I'm just making a door handle. Yeah, and insert these two, and screw that in. That looks awful, but yeah, that'll do. Right, and that's another piece done. So I'm going to copy. No, I don't need that actually. That can go away. Copy this. Okay. Right. Let's do a shop window. Actually, yeah, I'll do a window, and then I'll make a sign that can go on there, so we can do like so this could be just be for we can have lots of different buildings. What I'm trying to make is kind of like a Lego kit, so I can make lots of things out of the same stuff, but look different. So it looks like I've got a lot of variety going on when I don't really. Um, I connect. Where do I want them? Let's insert that. Yeah, something like that. Stay there. Right, and tags don't work. Yeah, they do. Yeah, they're there. They're tagged. At least I can click on them. Uh, Um, I would put some music on as well, but I did a small bit of research about this, and apparently Facebook are really, really strict with having anything copyrightable on live streams. They just take it down. So a lot of the time, it's going to be a lot of yeah. What have we got? Um, right, if I inset this is all of this is going to look really bad, and it's going to be a really good example as to why you should use reference whenever you're making stuff. Because I'm just sort of clicking things and not thinking about what I'm doing. Right, I don't want those in there. Actually, yeah, that'll be fine. Okay. Now we'll do one that goes along the top. Something we'll do like a trim piece. I could actually make a trim sheet for these and unwrap them to it as well. That might be another idea. I won't be doing all of this live. Uh, just uh, just doing a few chunks, just so that I can get some feedback. I just didn't really want to work with an entire team. I'm hoping that Jared sees this. Jared's somebody I will work with at the college I teach. Um, and he said he'd jump on with me as well and help me make a few things. I've told him that I wanted a dog in here, so he's should be making me a rig so that we can animate it and it actually moves rather than just slides around. Right, so let's make something like, yeah, that high. And what I'm making here is just something that I can put when I start joining these all together so they don't look flat, so it's got a bit of shape and detail. Right, let's bridge that. And I can put different all sorts of things. So I could use this as shop sign, goes on the front of here if I wanted to. Or I could have it when we've got grid snapping on, that they all connect. Do that and that, just so that the silhouettes of things are a little bit more interesting and they aren't just rectangular buildings. Right, and so let's do a. I'll probably change these as well. Good thing about making stuff like this as well is as long as when I import them into Unreal Engine and start building the buildings, I can decide whether or not I like the shapes, tweak them back in here and just re-import them, and it will just update everything in the game. Hi Paige, and what is a trim sheet? Yeah, who knows? Who knows what a trim sheet is? Definitely anybody who's ever been taught what a trim sheet is doesn't know what a trim sheet is, from my experience. Right, yeah, I want this piece now, so this can go over here. Get rid of them, don't need them. Copy that out. I should also be naming these as well. I'm going to hate myself for having box 0 to 03, 04 and all of that. Right, and I'm gonna make, yeah, I'm just thinking of all the different shapes in the buildings that I'm gonna be wanting. So um, let's do taller window. that out. And we could even, okay, yeah, so that could be like a generic office building window. And now what I could do with this is copy that out and make now like a little detail piece to go on the front. So that could be like an apartment window or something like that. So if I got maybe that, these, get rid of these faces, and give that a shell. There we go. Yeah, so I can put that now on here. Or actually, I could not have the shell. And what I use is something called an alpha mask. So I can get like as if this is some grating on the front of a balcony. On there. Move this down. Okay. Next, attach this. Yeah. Yeah. What Adam says, it's more fun if you don't name them and wait till you have hundreds. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I'm gonna start this now. Because I will regret this. Basic wall. Basic door. Base window. The reason I'm putting basic on there is in case I do any sort of variants of them or something like that. So then I can like tweak these out, and yeah, I'm not sure exactly yet, but and also if I've all got basic before them, they'll all be next to each other in when I import them into a folder structure in Unreal. Rather than door wall trim and yeah, them being all disorganized if I have lots of different meshes in a folder. So what's this one? Basic and basic balcony, I guess. All right. All right. I need to go on to. Let me just open up something so I can actually see. Stream. Closed OBS. Am I making for taxi now? Not right now. No. I'm not 100% sure. Yeah, what the playable character will be. I am thinking of just using the driving template maybe, and just using that importing that into my project. If you do you want to make me a taxi, Dan? Is that what you're saying? Are you offering? You can get your name on the credits. Right. I'm also going to do like a corner piece as well for these walls, so that the corners of buildings can have something on them. I don't need to copy that out. I just need to move this over, and by edit poly on that. I've no idea what sort of a stream lag I have on this as well. I don't know. Is there a box that I can open up on here, but I can see these chats a bit fast? Yeah, you wouldn't believe this is the first time I've ever done a live stream before, would you? No, I'll figure that out later. Probably after I've went offline. I'll have a look at what I can do differently for tomorrow. Right. Right. How do I want this? Something going on in the corner. It's private when I share it on Facebook. Let me have a look at what I can do. Okay. So go to the stream. Go to Ableton Live now. Edit post, maybe. Let me see if I can change for privacy. Right. And sort of comments. Create a poll. How do I change for privacy? Okay. Go. Off it. Leave this page. It's not available. Hide from timeline. Turn off edit post video. I'm not too sure. They might have to be my friend. Yeah, they might have to send friend requests. Or I can post a YouTube link for them. That's the only other thing that I can think to do for anybody who can't see. I can't see anything about changing the privacy here. Yeah, that's all I can suggest. Right. Right. Let's see. Actually, there might be something else that I can do. Close that. Post. Going on. No, I don't have a clue. If you can Google it and send me a link to the to how I can change it. Yeah, YouTube is probably best. Other than that, yeah, I can't think what else to do for that. Right, okay. I'm gonna carry on with this. So, right, I want the corner piece to go on there, so it's gonna have to come out. Yeah. Extrude by. Do that too. Nope. That's it. Oh, I want it. Yeah, all of these in here. There we go. Right. So if I delete all of these now, bridge this, and delete the inward facing because we won't ever see that. Okay, and I suppose just because I'm still on it, I can just clean that up as well. Okay, so that can go on the corners of some buildings just to give them a little bit of variety as well. Okay. I'm gonna export these out, chuck them into Unreal, and then just see what else I want. So, and yeah, that pivot point's fine. Zero this out. If I do have anybody who does 3D art, this is probably one of the things that you get frustrated by mostly with artists. Well, anybody who does tech stuff, when they don't center the things to the world when they export them. So, right then, I want to export, select it to. Let's make myself a folder on a desktop. All of these. Basic Wall 01. I don't know. I can't remember. I'll rename it when it's in Unreal. So I'll call this just FBX, and I will do one. Okay. Movie groups. Yeah, that looks fine to me. My unit should be set up. So now I can go into here and create myself a folder in here. Meshes, import. Actually, no, what I can do is go to desktop. Should be able to drag this in, import all. There we go. Right. So, got my grid set up here. And I'm just going to make myself a terrain as well. Don't need it to be that big. Let's try. That should be plenty big for me for this weekend. Create that. Still trying to figure out, trying to think of some way to change the post privacy, but I guess maybe it's just something that they do because of it being a live stream. You've got to be friends with that person just for in case there's some controversial things. My PC seems to have just completely hung up. There we go. All right. So I'm gonna get in only 60 frames per second. I'm gonna drop the quality down a little bit while I'm streaming. Gosh, yeah, he's really unhappy about this, our PC. See, I don't really want to close any of these, just so that when I do want to open them up, I know they'll take forever to open up. I'm just going to give that a second to think about what it's done. See if I can see anything on here. Right. So make sure this is right here. Yeah, they come through on there, and then YouTube always comes in a little bit later. I don't know. I'm probably gonna have to figure out figure out what's going on with that. Has this completely died? I really hope not. Okay. Well, oh, hang on. That seems to have. Yeah, he's still responding. Just working hard, I guess. Yeah. Having all these tabs open as well probably doesn't help. Probably close them. Probably on my wallpaper. Right now. I think. Oh no, did I just close Discord? Yeah, it hasn't crashed. It's just taken a long time. All right. While it's doing that, I'm gonna go back in here, and still got that. Well, oh gosh, my PC's really unhappy about this situation. All right, and what I'm gonna do is kill Unreal for now, and fantastic. See if I can open it up again. If I can find it, there we go. Right then. See here. Okay, yeah, it's running a little bit better now. Let's open back up. Are these still in here? Okay, yeah, it's lost them. And if I go put these back in, and I'll save them first then. Oh, you know what I'll do? I'll drop the quality now while it's got nothing in there. Apparently. Oh, I know why, because it's got to recompile loads of shaders. It's got to think really hard to turn the quality down, doesn't it? And I think that's what it's doing. Alright, I'll probably be better off just not doing that then. Okay, I'm just going to kill it again and let it load up. Not even here. Fantastic. There we go. Go away. Yeah. If I now, I'm just going to leave it at high quality time and just let it hang up a bit rather than making it think about all of that stuff. Right, yeah, I'll just drag some of these out, see what I've got. Right, let's create a material. Basic material. Right then. So if I get, I'm just going to do grey for now, dark grey. Okay. And if I chuck this, there we go. I probably want to change my selection method as well. All right. Editor preferences, just so it doesn't flash in everybody's eyes. Selection. No, it's highlight, isn't it? Highlight under mouse. There we go. Right. Cool. Working fine. I'm gonna have to open up all of these. Find them. Material. So, yeah, the first parts of this project are going to be probably fairly boring to watch, but once we get some characters in there, some things that we can move, some things to pick up, we'll be able to make something a bit more interesting. I think I had a stroke there. Right. So yeah, these snapping fine. Oh right, yeah. No, we wanted that out a bit, didn't we? So if we get that and push it forward 10 centimeters and just export that out again. Right, on all, selected, and okay. Re-import that. There we go. So it just sits on the front and should snap nicely. So didn't think about that, did you? Okay, so they collide, so can't have them there ever. But so we've got a door, basic one, and we've got this window, and we've got this window as well. Okay, yeah, that works. That works fine for me. And then as I make the world, I'll create some extra stuff as well. Right, that's the other thing as well. This one has to be brought forward 10 centimeters as well, doesn't it? Because it sticks out there. What about when it's on a corner as well? So it's going to come out 10 centimeters each way. Okay. Okay. Yeah, I'll do that. Do it like this instead. So I want that to be 10. That to be 10. And then delete that. Delete that. Actually, no. That one can come back out. Extrude that. Delete that. Delete this. Delete this. Delete. All of this. Then, because now this, not, yeah, it's not connected to anything. I will, the target world. Yeah, there we go. There we go. And now I can weld that into here. Same again. There we go. So now this should do when I export out all of these. Fine, just overwrite that. Unreal Engine. There we go. Import. There we go. So next 45. Yeah, there we go. And it covers up the fact that these don't meet there. Wow. Okie doke. Yeah, that makes my life a little bit easier. Okay then. So yeah, they're working fine. And I'm gonna need roads as well. I don't know whether to make all of that modular as well, or have the floor just generated by a landscape. So it's gonna have a landscape and then make some roads on it, and then we can go off-road. So if I drop that down to, yeah, 15 by 15 is definitely big enough. Create that. To go down to 0. Okay. No. Want just Z axis to go down to 0. Cool. Yeah, that'll do. And now go. What do I want to do with that? I suppose I could. That'll be big enough for a quick test map, and then if we want to make something larger later, move these around so that's sort of a contained area. Oh, a bit too fast. And okay, so play this. Right. Yeah, that'll do. I'll fix those shadows later. Right then. What else could I do with it? So I'm gonna have to think about making snow. How am I gonna have that material? Then what else could I make? So got them. I think let me just have a look at what my options are. If we do make a driving game, I think yeah, That's so if I open up, what I'm going to do is open up another version of Unreal Engine. Just double check what version am I using. I think it's 421. Okay. Ah, fantastic. I've got to update it before I can open it. And let's start by trying to think what kind of car, what kind of vehicle. Do we want a taxi? Do we want a van? Okay. I don't want you to. Okay, I'm just going to open up the old version. Grab the vehicle template, and we'll modify it for our own game. Let's have a look at. So I'm just trying to think what sort of thing that I should make. Like what sort of low poly car we wanted to make a van. I think for this I should probably look at some reference before I start jumping into it. If we... Alright, I'll worry about that later, I think. I'll have a think about it, what we want to do. It's opened up, project. So I want the vehicle template. Don't want the advanced one. Yeah, just this one will do. So, how's it controlled? Control with keyboard. Yeah, that's fine. 2 views. Okay, let's create that. Car. Project. And then, yeah, I'll mess around with this one in here, and then I'll migrate it over to the other project when I'm happy with it. So, give that a second to load. Cool. So, what do we have? Right, got a car that drives. Why is it going to the right? Why does it want to just go to the right? Okay. Playing a new video. Right. I'm not clicking anything and it's just going. What's up with that? Is that my PC or is that the template? What do we have? In there. The vehicle itself. I'm just going to filter out the blueprints and see. Yeah, we've got sedan. What does it do? I've never made a vehicle ever before. I've never made any sort of driving game, so this will be interesting. So input axis, smooth right, set steering wheel. Let me unplug my Xbox dongle. I don't know, maybe that was something to it. Throttle input, move forward, and brake. I have that there. Oh, okay. So move right is just always being fired. Let's have a look at what that is doing. It shouldn't be firing. Maybe I've got like a stuck key or something. Yeah, this isn't what should normally be happening. So we want inputs here. Is it project set? The wrong one, haven't I? Input. Right. Why am I absent? Input here. Yeah. So to move forward, W, S, up, down, all of those do it. Move right, A, D, left and right, and then V. So, okay, let's unpin this, and to try and figure out if this is just, does it just say hello when I play it? Okay, yeah, so it's just being pressed all the time. My PC is doing something. So what I'm going to do is change it to the D key, and hopefully it's not the D key. I want D, E, yeah, when pressed. What? Okay, I don't know what is going on there. I guess maybe it's that. Okay. So it's always reversing as well. So throttle input. That's that one as well. How? I have no idea why it'd be doing this to me. Yeah, with those unpinned, this is, yeah, that should always be going. So what I could do is maybe it thinks there's a gamepad connected. So I'm going to go into the project settings again. Go to input and just get rid of all of these, I guess. Move all of, yeah. Generic USB. Gonna get rid of those first. And motion controllers. Because I'm definitely not going to be using VR. Left trigger, right trigger. Okay, right, yeah. So that's, so I could use a gamepad with it. Let's just see. That fixes it. Okay, yeah, that's fixed it. It was, I've no idea. The only thing that I can think of is that I've got my Oculus Rift plugged in, and that is sending something to it. But all right, that's fine. So yeah, we've got a car that drives. There's different gears. Yeah, this will do. I'll probably want to make it a bit faster. But yeah, this is seeming to work fine. What happens when you crash into something hard? Okay, yeah, I think I can work with that. Handbrake turn. What is handbrake turn? Find out the rest of the controls. So move forward. Handbrake is space. I'm just going to get rid of that as well. Gamepad, left shoulder. special left switch camera or tab. Reset VR. Yeah, you can just go away as well. Right then. Okay. So yeah, that's what I feel like was going wrong with it. Oh yeah, it always had handbrake, I think, on now. It seems to control a little bit better now. So let's try. Yeah, that's with the handbrake on. And yeah, go on and let's see if we can do any jumps with it. Okay, so it just kind of sticks to the floor a lot. Have a look at this vehicle movement. Mechanical, oh gosh. Max RPM. Just add a 0 onto that, see what happens. Not much, considering I've just changed something. Okay. Go back to that. Put it back just because. So, moment of inertia of the engine around the axis of rotation. Differential setup, transmission setup. Okay, how long it takes to switch gears, gearbox later. Okay, it's got a lot. It's not just go. That's cool. All right then, let's reduce our mass by 100. Now let's see what happens. Our acceleration has changed a lot, so that affects it, and our speed is. I'm sliding around loads. Okay, so this will be quite useful for making like different kinds of vehicles and stuff. Oh, and now we can actually jump as well. Okay, I like that. Wait, I'm gonna change that to like half of what it was. It was, yeah. Let's try 750. Drag coefficient chassis width. Avoidance. That's for AI. Movement capabilities. Same again. Velocity. Alright then, so got all of these. Let's see what reverse as brake. Throttle steps. Step. Idle brake. Vehicle input. Wrong direction threshold. Okay. What else? What other variables do we have? Game in reverse. Yeah, cameras. Ring arm, chase camera, internal camera. That's where the first person camera goes. But yeah, let's see what it looks like in that as well. Okie doke. That's pretty cool. Compile that. What's this? Input action. Oh, okay, yeah. So I just need to go back to here and delete that. I don't need that. Any of that. Okay. In car. Throttle input, move forward, axis value. Okay. I think I'm being dumb, but I can't just see where to change just the base speed. Acceleration. Speed. Yeah. All right. I'll do a bit of research on that tonight. Okie doke. I don't need any of that. Whatever he's doing. This is mesh. So that's how the doing something with the wheels so that they move up and down. Can't quite tell. Just yeah, they seem to. Okay, so let's have a look. Vehicle hood, vehicle overview. Have a look. So yeah, 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 yeah. Skeletal mesh, material. Yeah, that's all I need to know. Okay. It's got a little skeleton as well. Oh, okay. Right. Yeah, makes sense. Duh. Okay. I've just never messed around with vehicles in Unreal Engine ever before. That's the speed. Alright. This must be getting updated by get current gear, vehicle movement. Handle mouse movement of internal camera. Okay. I'll figure all of that out later. So I'm going to take this and guess if I just take the game mode and the car, everything else that's important will come. Although, what is the game mode doing, really? Nothing, is it? Vehicle game mode, vehicle hood. Migrate. They select. What is it? Why does this crash? Um, oh, dead. That'll be useful. Okay, let me just find the path. Alright. Got a car. I want to just export actually. If I take the car, so meshes, Dan, I export that to a desktop. And import this from the desktop. Should be the right size, and I should get the skeleton as well. Right then. It doesn't seem quite right. Why is that so big? Or maybe it is that big? Let me put my walls into this. That'll also be important. Okay, right, it's a giant car as well. So that's something to consider as well. These are 1 meter. It's going to be interesting. Something to figure out. So does making this smaller affect anything? So hmm, shouldn't do. At least I hope not. Um, Probably going to mess around with the physics a lot. I need to view details. Let's try locking this in and saying. Oh yeah, okay, yeah, that isn't going to work. What about half the size? Same again. So it's floating. So why is it doing that? I'm gonna have to read up on this and how I can tweak this to make it my own. Let's just try 0.8. No, even that's floating as well. Like that. So I suppose I could just make everything bigger. That might be easier than figuring out how to change the car to get it to what I want it. Because this works, that's going to be a harder thing to make than making larger buildings, and it's not going to matter too much about lighting. I was thinking just from the artist's point of view, because Unreal does all of its lighting based in real world units, but it's not like I'm going to have realistic lighting. So if I build everything to 5 times the scale, I'd say that's absolutely fine. Yeah, that's what I'll do instead. Yeah, it's not ideal, but that's yeah, it's a game jam, so yeah, that looks about right scale wise. The car is just always it is just floating, isn't it? Right. Let's see. UE4 car template vehicle template, isn't it? Do some reading. That's not the one that I'm using. Vehicle use simple. Simple wheel vehicle. Creating a simple skeletal mesh. Shopping cart. Simple wheel. Okay. And the wheel blueprint created. For each wheel, 0 to 3, set for wheel class to be one information. Set for bone name. Okay. Creating the wheel blueprint. You have to make the 4 wheels. What is it? More wheel blueprints, yeah. Higher config data asset. Alright. Might be biting off more than I can chew in 2 days at least. Considering I've never done it before. What I might do is just use the one that we have. And just make it work. We'll make it work. Okay. Okay. We got cars. What I would have liked, if the main reason why I'm looking at how to make my own one is because I can't see, at least I can't see in here, how to change things like speed and gravity. So like when you have a normal character, you can change how fast they can move, their friction on the ground, and all of the stuff like that. So I do have all these wheel setups here. Disable steering, what? Why? So you've got the 4 wheels. If I understood what was going on with this a little bit more, I'd be able to do something a bit funner with it. But because what I'm thinking is having like pick up speed boosts, things that change the physics of the car, to make the game actually fun rather than literally just picking up and dropping off. Tying in some sort of point system, and like having it on timed runs. So like maybe like you start off with 2 minutes, and then every time you pick up a target, it adds 30 seconds to the timer, and you keep going, and you can keep getting pickups and stuff. That's what I'm thinking, but it must be in this engine setup. All right, how to vehicle movement. This isn't. This is vehicle movement. Wait, where's it once? Simple wheeled vehicle movement. Have a look at this. What sort of? This is just mass, drag, chassis, velocity, the same as well. Whereas if I added character, oh yeah, I don't think I can add one, can I? Yeah. All right then. Something to look into tonight when I'm offline. Ready for tomorrow. What I'll do instead is carry on thinking about how to make it look for now. So I'm going to jump back into this one. So snow. Let's do that. Let's get some fog. And I'm going to get rid of it. Do I want this skybox? Or do I want a different one? We could change. Get. Oh, there we go. Change that. And then update this. So now it's nighttime. movable. Rotate. That. Mess with the clouds. You know what? I don't like it. I'm gonna go for no sky, and we'll just do it, yeah, like that instead. Maybe we'll put in some and made clouds, some 3D modeled clouds, just going over as well. Make it a bit more stylized. The other thing I want to do is put in a post process. Now, I think to make this look a lot cooler, I'm going to add in chameleon post processes. So I need to go over to here. I need to go to that, add to project, and I want that one. Okay, yeah, let's see what we can do with this once it's in there. It's only 156 megs, so it shouldn't take long. Oh yeah, we do have bees as well, don't we? Okay. Right. Oh, what's this? I'm just going through my library of things that I have, and I've just found this little city pack. That could probably save me a lot of time rather than making my own. Just building it out of that and then just focusing on the actual game. And then I can make some more unique ones. So yeah, let's go with that as well. It's cheating, but only 46 megs as well. We got different cars to pick from as well. I wonder if I could make a jank car project myself, just a car system that would just work the way I want it to. All right, let's have a look at this. Let's have a see what we've got in here. Meshes, characters, environments, props, vehicles, rigged vehicles as well. Okay, so they're huge. Okay then. Yeah. And snaps back on. Okay then. Yeah. This will work. This will save me a lot of time and I can make something. Oh, hang on. Somebody's. Oh, okay. Aids in here giving me help. All right. So. Oh, yeah. Yeah. So speed is based off a torque curve, max RPM, and gear ratios. So, yeah. And I do not have a clue at how an engine works. Vehicle movement component, mechanical cell. All right. Okay. I'm thinking, yeah, I'm gonna do some reading tonight and see what I can do to jank it up and get it working the way I want it to. Nice one, though. Right, I'm just seeing what I got available to me in here. Right. I'm going to chuck in a few things and then just mess with the post processes. Okay, so paint them around as well. I could probably get away. Okay, so if we've got all of these, yeah, I could get away with not having a landscape and just connecting all of them. Right. Right, that's probably going to take us in the scene. Okay, give that a second, and hopefully all of that will load. Trying to think what else. What do I want in here? I've got a height fog. Gonna need another light. Well, no, I won't actually. I'll move that there. Right. Right then. We'll just have this guy be our main character instead, maybe. And yeah, just control him. Helicoptering around. Oh, come on, hurry up and load. There isn't a post-process in here by default, is there? Good. What else could I have? I don't need that, do I? Although, actually, considering I don't have a skybox, actually, I probably do. Let's have a look. Detail. Default light color. A little bit blue. Add a bit of warmth so it isn't plain white. Maximum. Why do they always change? I look now. I don't know. Alright. Nearly ready for this. Let's just drag out a few more things. So let's have a look at the building. Okay. Alright then. Yeah, there's loads in here. I don't know whether I'll even be able to use all of these. Right. Good then. There we go. Okay, so that's the scale that I have to use. And then that's going to be mid-level. Okay. Right then. So let's first stop this auto exposure because that's really upsetting me. Right then, so now the screen won't be getting in lighter and darker depending on where we look. let's have a look at what we've got. So what this is just like a post-process add-on that just has a load of things just pre-built for me, so I don't have to spend a lot of time. Look like anamorphic lens flares. They're always fun. I'm just trying to see how this is hitting my performance when I put this on. 29. Yeah, that's all right. So I'm gonna reduce the steps to like 30. Yeah, that'll do. Instead of 100. Let's have a look at. All right, so yeah, do something like that. Saturation. Just make it a bit more stylized. Go back to the tune. And shading details. Oh, we don't want that. What I do want is this, yes. 0.1, there we go. Be finer. Work. Let's go to the directional light, and so we've got that coming in. Say light shaft occlusion. Let's put I'm just seeing how I want the lighting to look in this. Do I want light shaft occlusion? Is one of the things. Okay. Yeah, we'll get light shaft bloom. I don't think we want occlusion there. Yes, like that maybe. Oh, but not that much. Okay. Yeah, that'll do. That'll be fine. Let's go back to the fog. And exponential height fog. Make that a bit whiter. There we go. Right then. And then let's just quickly just see. What I'll probably have to do is make a shader for all of these buildings so that snow's on top of them. That's probably how I'll change it. And well, and we'll also quickly make just a particle effect. Particle matte. So yeah, radial gradient and particle color. Multiply that by that, into the base color, and then that can also be multiplied into the opacity mask. Yeah, we'll have masked. So surface masked and unlit. Actually, have it translucent. Oh, do I want it unlit? Actually, no. I want it default lit. Otherwise, we'll have lens flares coming from every snowflake. Okay. Don't need to be two-sided, actually. And that can go in there. That should give me a little circle once it's loaded. Should do. There we go. Right then. Yeah, that'll do. And in fact, what I'm going to do is just add that straight to base color. We don't need to multiply that. And now it'll be a bit brighter overall. Mass. And then, no. I think this one will be better. I don't know why it's taking that long to load that. Give it a save. There we go. Right. Apparently that was really intense for it. So grab that particle mat. And now it compile those shaders again. Nearly. These long loading times, not particularly entertaining, are they? All right. So what I'm making, this is yeah. I'll just go over what this is for anybody who doesn't know. It's called Cascade. There is a newer one called Niagara for making particle effects, but now I've got like what we call an emitter, and I'm going to give it a spawn location of I'm going to say cylinder, and I want it to start. I want it to be 5,000. I'll make it smaller first, 100. So it's spawning all the way around that cylinder. I don't care about the Z, negative or Y, because what I'm making is a snow particle effect. And they are going up, but we want them to go down. So in the initial velocity, I'm going to go over to here, and it's got a min and a max. So I'm going to change the Z to, let's say, minus 150, no, minus 100. And then the min to minus 150. Yeah, something like that should do. We've got some randomness in the X and Y. So X is in Unreal, front and back. Y is left and right, and Z is up and down. So with the Minimax here, it will go slightly different directions. I'm gonna add some. Gonna grab this one called Orbit, and it gives it a little bit of randomness like wind. It's not amazing, but if I just drop that down to about 10, now a little bit more random. So color over life as well. So we've got a lifetime of the particle, and I'm going to make that 5 seconds. Well, I'll make it random in between 4 and 5 seconds, and I'm going to make put it onto the type data to be GPU. But what that means is that I can go to the spawn in the rate, and I can just put a massive amount now. So if this was on the CPU, 1000 is the max that you'd get, and it'll try to make 5000, and it'll just do it in bursts like this. But if I put it back on the two type data and GPU, now I can make as many as I want. So I'm also going to change the size and make that a max of 5 and a min of 2. There we go. And now these numbers here shouldn't matter whatsoever, because a particle is you have different ways that it faces the camera, and I've got screen alignment, square, and if you read that, it says uniform scale via size X facing the camera. So they're just flat surfaces that just, no matter where the camera is located, it makes the particles face the camera. Yeah, to make it a bit more like snow, what I'm going to do is go over to color over life, and you've got 2 points, one at 0 and one at 1, and the out value is white for both of them. So let's have a look at the alpha value as well. So what do we have? In the in value, 1, white, right. So what I'm going to do is add an extra point in here, expand all of these, and change it so in between 0% and 80%, 0.8 in the in value of its life, it will be completely visible. And then at in between 0.8 and 1, so 80% and 100% of its lifetime, we will start to fade out to 0. So we'll transition between 1 and 0, and that's how it fades out. Looks really dull. Let's have a look at what it looks like in the world. Okay, so let's now bring this up here, and on the cylinder, let's increase that size now. There we go. So now, what else can we do? We got some random size. If we wanted to, we could, make it seem a bit windy. So we could give one of the axes a slightly higher velocity. So if I change that to 50, now it should start moving slightly to the x-axis. And if I would put that to 25, but yeah, now we're slightly going towards the x-axis, because in the x I've gave them 50 and 25, and I'm going to say 20 in there and minus 20, so we've got a bit of randomness in the left and right as well. Okay, next thing I'm going to do is so if I don't look at the source of the emitter, they disappear, which will be annoying. So to get that stop happening, I need to go to, where do I need to go to? It's been a while since I did this. Bounding box, isn't it? I need to go to G Sprite. No, down here. Rendering. Particle cutout. Normal. No. Have a look at spawn. Hang on. Or maybe I'll mess around with the vector field on it as well to give it some more direction later. So we've got collision, location, acceleration. Just seeing if there's anything else I want to apply to it as well. Point gravity, collision. I may as well put in a collision on there as well, just for them to die when they hit something. So without this on, they would be just going through the floor. You can't see because it's like white on white. But yeah, what this does is now that they when they hit something, they won't be drawing. They're actually bouncing right now because you can see them bouncing off the ground there. But if I change that to kill, that would just make it a bit more optimized. So what's next? Yeah, I need to figure out that fix color over life. That's absolutely fine. Close. Let's see. Don't need to change that. The alpha over life is fine. Cylinder is fine. Orbit is fine. Collision is fine. Alright, I'm going to have to Google that because I can't remember. GPU particle disappearing. When emitter is not visible. Yeah, so. When you set, yeah, for missing, use fixed relative bounding box. Got that. Fixed bounds. Then since GPU particles require a fixed bounding box to enable this and cascade, click the black background. Not on the emitter. And in the properties tab and search for bounding. Right. Then up on the toolbar, click bounds button to see the bounds on screen. The size of the box can be modified. Property. I've done this so many times before. Got that. There we go. In here. So use fixed exclusion method on. try that. Perfect. Okay. So now what I've just got to think is how big to make this. So let's try. I could make it attached to the character and just follow me around. But sometimes it's nicer to just have it like static in the world, and because I don't want to make it a huge map, I could probably get away with just making a massive single particle effect. So let's add in. So now I've made it 10 times bigger, the snow is going to be a lot more sparse. So if I give it 10 times more particles as well. And let's see how that affects my frame rate as well. So it's at such a low frame rate right now because I'm capturing the screen. So, but that seems to be all right. Yeah, doesn't need to be really heavy. And now you can see like snow further off in the distance. Whereas if you have just one that surrounds the is on the character, you have to make sure that it's not moving in with the character as well. And sometimes, especially if you're moving fast, if you do that, then you can go out towards the bounds of the particle and like escape the spawning particles around you. So, considering we're making a driving game, I think that's probably the best deal. So, I want to have a look at these. Are these using right, really basic materials? They're not using master materials, which is a shame. Because then I could have just mass changed all of these so that I get the sort of Z value of the top and spawn like change it to white as if like snow has gathered on top of things. So let's just have a look at that. Alright, but a lot of things are using the same thing, so it's using trim sheets. Okay. Might be able to get away with that then. So um quickly. Now, do I want to get think what I'm just thinking about how I want to grab the top of the object for a mask. So I'm going to do world aligned blend rather than grabbing yeah, object orientation. Yeah, no, yeah, instead. So blend sharpness, promote that to a parameter, and I'm going to make that 10 for now. And blend bias, and I'm going to make that 75. I think should be 3/4. So let me start previewing this. Okay. Okay. So is it minus 75? Minus 25. Minus 15. This will make sense in a minute. Minus 10. Oh, Jesus. That made me jump. Time Lord 13 is now following. That is really, really loud. That's the first time that's happened. I forgot I'd even set up notifications like that. Right. Why can I not? So blend sharpness. Go back to 0. Blend bias. Okay, so that's 0. Minus 0.75, is it? Okay, yeah, so it's smaller values. I thought it was larger. Okay, so minus 1. Minus 2. Yeah, something like that. So, what I'm trying to do here is get like a black and white value to lerp between, and we'll use this alpha channel here to say if it's white, use B. If it's black, use A. And B will be snow, and A will be this normal stuff. So I start previewing that now. And if I literally just put in white into A, and then I'm going to just do it with the base color for now, and apply that. Gosh, I wish I had a better PC than this, though. Okay, so give that a second now. So all of these assets that we use in this trim sheet, oh no, that'll be interesting. All of these look like a slight different variants. So I think this might be a master material, really. They're all based off the same trim sheet, and these are just like, yeah, slight variations on it. That's quite good. So when this is saved, one of two things will happen. Either I got it wrong and all the walls will be white, or the yeah, there we go. So I got A and B mixed up. Right then. So give that a second to load. Okay, so yeah, when this loads in now, anything using this material will have that lerp alpha using the white for the tops. Anything that is using that top of that angle that I created. So on the top now, it looks like snow is collecting on those areas. I'll make something like a little bit nicer than just plain white later on. But the really useful thing with this is doesn't matter what it is, because it's doing it based off the maths of it facing. If I wanted things buried into the ground like that, only the tops of things get snow on them. There we go. Right, so yeah, that makes it a little bit easier to make this. And then yeah, the same with the trees. So only the things that are facing that direction up get snow on them as well. So that's good example. So what other meshes do we have now? So if I have a look at props, do we have any rocks? We've got bin bags. And we've got snow on top of bin bags. Cool. Right, and I was going to do like tessellated lumpy snow on top, but with considering a lot of these are low poly, sort of these angular shapes, it might look a bit weird if it had like soft fluffy snow on top of it. So let's instead have a look at this. We could change this to be, instead of default lit, subsurface, and then the subsurface color could either be between that and that. We'll use this as an alpha again, so alert between them. And then B is for snow, so then get like a blue. Do that. And then we can also mess with the roughness. Roughness will be another one to change. So that goes into there, and then we'll just have shininess. So white going into the B, which means it will be completely rough. What we want is black going into the B, so then it's completely shiny. And then other than that, metallic will be all right. We need to change that, and yeah, the normals will be fine as well. Or let's have a look. Let's just see. So I could grab. Let's just grab this this texture here. It's just like rough normal map. So the normal map, what it does is it's got 3 channels in it. 3 channels of color. So red is again left and right. I think on a normal channel, on a normal map, of where the light is going to reflect. Green then is up and down, where the light will bounce off a flat surface. So when you combine all of those two, then blue is how strong that light will be bouncing. So this is mostly completely. If this was black and white, it would be well. If it was black, like it wouldn't reflect as much light in that direction. So coupled together, you get this sort of weird purpley blue coloured map, and that's how normal maps change the direction of light reflecting on a flat surface. So I'm going to use that to try and work with the snow. to make it look a bit chunky when it's on top of things without changing the actual shapes. So I'm gonna get this lerp. That in the B, that in the A, and that here. And then if I put that into the normal map and give that a second to update. Will not render correctly. Why? Pixel invalid node for pixel normal world space for normal input. With vertex. So it doesn't like this black and white alpha, I'm guessing. Invalid. World align blend. Node pixel normal world space invalid for normal input. Right. Okay. So instead, world position mask. And then I'm going to mask out the blue. And that should get me, let's see, start previewing this. Should get me a black and white mask, kind of like that. And there we go. And put that in there instead. And put that there. Previewing. See. Shouldn't break anymore. Although I'm gonna have to tweak this. So that's let's try object orientation, position world space, and then mask out the blue on that. So I'm masking out the blue because that is the the up and down. So black is down and white is up. So if I start previewing this one, yeah, that one's gonna just be so what I do? I do want absolute world position. Would like that to blend nicely. Just want to see what you look like. Would like that to blend nicely. Right. Okay. This actually doing it. Oh, right. There we go. Oh, okay. So, why is that now on the sides of things? What's happened? What have I done? I don't want the particle system. I want the material. A and B. This alpha. That's fine. I'll preview this. So, that is doing up and down. So why is it only on the sides of it now? I'm gonna start previewing that. I have not got a single clue why that's happened. So unless it's this. Let's not do the normal instead. Apply that. See. That fixes it again. If that does, I don't know why that's affecting all the other maps. Yeah, we'll see. Yeah, okay. For some reason, this masking out just the normal map. Right, I know why. Because it's putting that normal map on it, and it is making the pixel world space change directions. So then it doesn't know what direction normal is facing to apply, because that's how this world aligned blend works. You go into here, and it's got this material graph going, and it's going off the vertex normal world space and the pixel normal world space. But when you start putting on normal maps onto that, it changes the pixel world normal space. So yeah, so we won't do that. We'll keep it simple. That's fine. So yeah, let's save that and have a look at what it looks like. And now I've got that. To be honest, what I need to do then is start merging the vehicles into there. So yeah, I've got that lot of subsurface color on it now, so like it sort of starts to shine through a little bit blue. It's fine that it's a bit like hard like that, like snow's collecting on the top. I'll do some sort of variation in the colors maybe, but although the walls aren't, yeah, I think it actually might fit the art a little bit. Yeah, absolutely fine if it is like that instead. Yeah, so I might turn this off for a bit. Have a little break. Um, build a map, real quick one. Merge the vehicle stuff together, and then yeah, come back on when I've got something a bit more to show. And yeah, and I've had a read up because it's probably going to be um, a little bit of just me sat reading to figure out how to change that car or to make my own car system exactly the way that I want it. So yeah, I'm gonna shut off for a little while, have a little break, yeah, and work. I'll be back on maybe later. Um, see where I'm at. Right then. All right.